Alright, hello everyone and welcome. So, have you ever wanted to make games? Well, if you do, then this is the right place to come, because in the next videos I will teach you how to make a game. But first of all, if you want to make a game, it's not really that easy. You need to have a library or maybe a framework, or why not an engine like Unity perhaps, or Game Maker, or why not Unreal. But I don't know, I'm not feel too good to pay for them. I don't want to pay for them, at least not for making 2D games. So there are a couple of things to do if you don't want to pay. The first one, it will be to make your own library or use something free that gives you the opportunity to make your game. So that's why I started this series, to teach you how to make a game using my library, which it's made, in Java slash Libgdx. So why Java and why Libgdx? Well, Java, it's OOP language, object-oriented programming language. So you have access to classes and all that stuff, but you should have probably a little bit of experience in Java, because I will go in depth about everything uh, that the tutorials will have. But I don't know, you should have a basic experience with Java if you want to follow along. Then so as I said, Java is OOP, so it's object-oriented programming. It's very used. It's used for almost by everyone because it's a very cool language. Okay, boring stuff. And now, why Libgdx? Well, Libgdx is one of the most powerful frameworks, free frameworks out there for Java. And why Libgdx? Because Libgdx, if we go here, let's say Libgdx, Bad Logic Games, and we go to features, we have a lot of things here, like OpenGL S 2.0 rendering, but we won't use that because the library is made for OpenGL S 2.1.0 or 1.1. And what does this OpenGL S means? Well, OpenGL, it's only for desktop. It's hardware support for your video card, and the S stands for your Android or iOS, or yeah, iOS and Android. So this means Libgdx runs on Windows, Linux, Mac, Android, BlackBerry, iOS, and Java applet, and also WebGL with JavaScript. So if you want to make a game, and that game to be cross-platform, so everyone can enjoy it, then you will probably go with Libgdx because it's free, it's cross-platform, and hey, it's very used, and it's very cool. And later on, when you feel comfortable enough with programming, you can start using the high-level 3D API, so you can make 3D games. And it also has math and physics, like Box2D for the physics. So it's very cool. So Java and Libgdx. I covered that. And now Flixel, what is this? Well, Flixel is a library made by Adam Atomic in ActionScript 3 for making 2D games. It's very used in these days by the ActionScript programmers and by the hex programmers, because Flixel has many ports. It has ports to Java, it has ports to C Sharp, C++, and hex. So you will see many developers using it because it has a lot of features. So basically this library it's a port of Flixel, but it has many new features. So you won't have troubles um, thinking too much about the core. You just call functions, you just draw and enjoy making games. Of course, if you are going to go in depth, then it won't be that easy, but it will make your life a lot easier. And the nice thing about using a library is that you are not required to use the same code every on to rewrite that code over and over again. You just call the functions and that's it. You write once and you can use that code for every project you have or will have. So what does this Flixel library has? What features? Well, it can display thousands of moving objects because Flixel renders only the objects which are on the screen, so it gives you a boost of performance. You will run at 60 FPS on every device. You won't have any problems putting your games on OVIA or iOS or Android. No problem. Basic collision between objects. You just call, let's say you want to check collision detection between this and, oh my god, and this. You just call flixelj.collide and you enter this object and this object, and if they are colliding it will return with true and will stop the object moving. So the velocity, the drag and the acceleration will be stopped and will apply the collision, so they will end up like this. Okay, will end up like this. They won't pass each other, they won't overlap. Okay, so it has grouped objects together for simplicity. So this can be a group and you can manipulate it in any ways you want, but we'll go in depth about this after I finish the introduction to the library. It create games levels using tile maps like tiled, which is a new feature I added. Tiled, if you don't know tiled, it's a program, a free software made by a guy, I don't know his name, sorry, but it's made by this guy, and basically you just draw your map like I did, and this map will be translated in your game and will appear on the screen, but I will show you next time. I mean not next time, in the next videos. Or you can make maps like this was the original stuff from Flixel. You can make maps like this, and 0 means white space in the screen and 1 means a tile. Okay, so if you have any experience, you should already know this is very useful, because Flixel G handles the collision between tile maps and your objects, so there is no problem like collision detection. It's already made for you. Then you have text display, save games, text scrolling. So you have text like hello world on the screen with shadow and uh, lots of new features, lots of features. Save games, sorry, pardon. You can save your games, save data in the computer, Android and iOS. And you have scrolling. You have the camera. You have camera stuff, mouse and keyboard input. Okay, which is very easy. You just do flixlj.keys.d or whatever. Okay, matte and color utilities, random stuff you may want to use in your projects, format like sinus, cos, and ABS, floor, seal, stuff like this. Record and play. Well, this I intended to add, but it's too hard, so sorry, I need to delete that. Camera system for split screen, path finding and following. So you will have for your tile maps and tiled maps, you will have the A-star algorithm ready to use. So this is something huge, huge if you ask me. Someone just to give you something like this and you will refuse it? I don't think so. Easy object recycling, like I said, if they are not on the screen they will be deleted, and if they will appear on the screen, if the screen moves to them, they will reappear to the screen. Cross-platform developer, as I said, GPU accelerated. Everything that you draw on the screen is GPU accelerated. Assets manager, texture atlas, this gives you a huge boost on the for the FPS. Multi-touch, sensor, vibration, control input. Twin system, I twin system it's something that Libgdx offers you. It's not made by me. It's made by the Libgdx guys. And real physics with Box2D. So as I said, Libgdx offers you the Box2D API, and what I did was to integrate that Box2D into the library, because you know when you use Libgdx you need to transform the meters, because Box2D uses meters, and you need to transform those meters in pixels. So that's already made for you. And also there are many new stuff, but as I said, I will go in depth when I will teach you that part of the library. So I don't know, I think plus you have animations, you have the ability to play sounds, um, uh, states in your game like menu state, play state, and whatever. um, you have the ability to detect if the user is using an Android, or if the user use the phone or the desktop. You have the ability to oh oh sorry about that. So you have a lot of stuff, but this was the introduction. So if you like what you have just saw here, then stay tuned, because uh, many new episodes will appear, and I will teach you everything. I will teach you from making the game, I mean from programming the game, no, from Java to using the library to using Libgdx. But you won't need to use Libgdx, because because Libgdx is like a backend, everything is covered in Flexel. I will teach you how to draw, but no, I will try to teach you how to draw, because I'm not an expert in drawing. It's really hard. And maybe later on I will teach you how to make sounds. I don't know. But the plans are like I will start teaching you how to use every piece of the library, then making Pong, then making something more complex, and so on. And of course, giving you a lot of uh, tips on how to make a game. And I will update the library, and I will post the source code on the on Dropbox in the next episode. So if you like this, please like, and maybe follow me on Twitter, which is Muri5 Twitter. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you later. Let's see how I close this. Thank you.